Good morning everyone, you join me here at the very quiet Pala-U Waterfall campsite in the Kaeng Krachan National Park in Phetchaburi, Thailand. So as you can see, we are fortunate enough to be the only campers in the park today, or at Pala-U campsite anyway. And this is down to the remote location of the campsite within the national park. Pala-U is located 60 kilometres from the popular seaside resorts of Prachuap and Hua Hin. The campsite itself is located 4 kilometres downstream from the waterfall, so transportation is a necessity in this area. If you have your own camping equipment, you can camp here for 30 baht per person per night. Alternatively, you can hire camping equipment from the national park at a cost of around 250 to 300 baht per night. You will be required to bring your own food supplies, as there are no facilities here based at the campsite other than showers and toilets. The closest place to purchase food supplies is in a village 12 kilometres before you reach Pala-U. I'll give a big shout out to Andy Sherwood back there in the UK. I've been meaning to give him a shout out for a while, but I kept forgetting. So that's for you, Andy. So let's head over to the waterfall. So they've got this sign here, things to beware of in Kaeng Krachan National Park. And you've got the first one, you've got landslides, I think that one is. Second one is flooding. Third one is high winds. The next one were crazed men with knives. So you've got to look out for them. Oh, and also elephants tiptoeing through the jungle, stepping on branches, so keep an eye out for them. Especially the crazed men with knives and the elephants. Don't worry too much about the landslides and the floods. Okay then, let's start our climb up Pala-U Waterfall then. Let's go. Lots of big fish again. So here we come up to, I think this is level 2. Level 2 or 5. Let's go down, have a look. So it's early in the morning here. I'm the first one in because I camped here overnight, so there are no visitors. But this waterfall attached to the Kaeng Krachan National Park is very quiet anyway, because it's because of its remote location. All the fish there. The water is ice cold too. So yes, it's quite a remote location. So you won't see many visitors here at all. Just mainly on weekends. But a lovely, quiet and peaceful waterfall to come and spend a few hours of your time. I often bring a book here and sit down, relax and read the book. Absolutely lots of fish. So just keeping my eyes open for snakes as well, because it's early in the morning and I'm the first one to come up the trail. You've got to keep your eyes open, especially for the king cobras and the monocled cobras as well, which are some of the most dangerous snakes in the world. Okay, let's have a clamber up this one here. So like I say, this is I think level 2 at the moment. You can go for a swim anywhere in here too. Lovely big pool there, you can go swimming in. So you have got some lovely wildlife in the park here as well. You've got the great hornbill birds. You've got gibbons in the trees. I've not heard any just yet. You usually hear them at this time of the morning. The gibbon, so hopefully we hear the gibbons singing shortly, but let's carry on up the waterfall. So Kaeng Krachan National Park is home to over 70 species of snake, including the king cobra, the world's longest venomous snake, which can reach lengths of up to 7 meters, which is around 22 feet. Other wildlife in the park includes tigers, leopards, deer, Malayan tapir, gibbons, elephants, numerous reptile species and some 460 bird species throughout the year. The rangers in the park have a pretty good idea about where the wildlife is and the best time to spot it. So they are always available to answer any of your questions you may have. The Kaeng Krachan National Park is the largest national park in Thailand and is located along the border with Myanmar. It's a huge protected area which makes for one of the country's largest nature reserves, creating a massive habitat for a large number of species. Kaeng Krachan National Park is perfect for anyone looking for an escape into nature and especially anyone who enjoys wildlife viewing. Good footwear if you come here too is essential. All the fish in the pool there. Yes, essential, good footwear. There's quite a bit of climbing involved on this waterfall. There are ropes to assist you in certain places, but not everywhere. So we're still on the lower levels here. Like I say, this does go to level 5 you're allowed to go to. But if you arrange it with a ranger, you can go to level 16, which is an all-day hike. It costs 1,000 baht. You don't do it all the time though. I've not managed to do it yet. And only when the conditions are good when you go and do that climb. So, wow, got the waterfall all to myself. Brilliant. So further upstream, I'll tell you the story about the time I went swimming with a king cobra. Right here at Pala-U Waterfall. Stay tuned for that. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, so coming up onto level 3, I think, of the waterfall. There we go. All the fish again in the water. I'm quite surprised at how many fish are in these pools. It's well stocked. We're in the jungle now, Kaeng Krachan National Park jungle. Okay, so let's carry on up to level 4 and level 5. Okay, so this is level 4 and level 5 is just further up. I'm going to cross the waterfall here. Quite tricky. I don't recommend you all do this. You can follow the trail up on the right hand side, but I've never done the trail over on the other side, so this is the only point you can sort of cross to do this trail. It's a bit tricky with all these rocks. They're super wet, so but as long as you know what you're doing, take your time, don't jump onto any rocks that look wet. If you do want to cross any waterfall, if the rock looks wet, do not jump on it. Your feet will go from underneath you in an instant. I know from my own experience. Okay, we made it across. So I've never actually, this is called the slippery route. Never done this way before, but let's give it a go. Level 5 is the next level up. So this is a beautiful pool, this one, to go for a swim. Right, you got all the fish. Don't worry about the fish, they won't eat you. They'll just eat the dead skin off you. That's all they do. So there you go, you can get in there and have a nice swim. Level 4 if you want. Okay, let's head up to level 5. Okay, here we are, coming up to level 5 now. A little bit of climbing involved. There you are. Level 5 of the waterfall. Let's get over these rocks. So I am on the rocky, slippery side of the waterfall. You don't have to do this. Someone left their towel there. You can go on the much safer right hand side of the waterfall if you choose to do so. So here we are. This is level 5, the top of the waterfall. There we are, it's beautiful. Look at that pool. You can get in there and have a nice swim with all the fish. Fantastic. Okay, so it was here I went swimming and came face to face with a king cobra, the world's biggest venomous snake. It was out there, just in front of the waterfall out there. I'd come up here one day and I'd hiked up. I was very hot, so I thought let's go in and have a swim. So I went out there. I was swimming just in front of the waterfall there. I was in there for about 10 minutes. Started swimming back, and then something caught out the corner of my eye. Something caught my sight. So I looked. It was in the water. It was big, long and black. And there was a king cobra in the water, about 10 feet away from me. So obviously I panicked then and tried to get some distance away from it, coming back towards this part here. And to be honest, the snake wasn't really interested in me. It was more interested in getting out of the water. So it was cruising around, it couldn't get out because of the rocks. And then the current of the water was bringing the snake back around towards me. So I could see it getting closer. So I was in a bit of a panic and I was swimming away. Managed to get away. But they are the dangers of coming to places like this. There are over 70 types of snakes here in the Kaeng Krachan. Different types of snakes you could come across. Some of the world's most deadliest and poisonous snakes in the world live right here. So most of them won't trouble you. If you don't trouble them, they just want to get away from you. So that was an experience. It was a terrifying experience, but one I will never forget. So while you are coming to places like this, they are full of natural beauty. You've always got to remember there is an element of danger when you're in an environment. Like I'm a couple of kilometres now into the jungle. I'm on my own. There's no one around, there's no rangers, I'm the only one and the first one that's come up the waterfall today. So if anything happened, you know, it's going to be some time before anybody discovers you or help is on the way for sure. So extra careful when you're in environments like this. Okay. Thank you for listening to the story. So it's Baldy Brian checking out from another waterfall somewhere in Thailand.